Hi, Brian King at King Law. We have currently, during the summer, 150 different team members. That's a lot of people. And when you have that many people, from time to time, you're just going to have questions like, what do I need to do? What happens if? Well, a lot of that comes down to our human resources. For us, we have a talent manager in Stacy who is continuing to be able to expand and expand to be able to understand because obviously we have a lot of benefits that people need to understand about that when you have a question when it comes to those benefits about what that's going to be. Perhaps you feel like, hey, I want to be able to move up in the organization. I want to talk to somebody about that. Maybe you're experiencing a problem with one of our other team members. It happens. When you have this many different people, you're going to have different personality conflicts. You're going to have issues. And before it becomes something that becomes a problem, you want to make sure that you have somebody to be able to talk to. At King Law, we have a full human resources to be able to deal with those kind of issues. We want to make sure that you have a place that you can be heard, that we can explore, and hopefully be able to talk together to be able to understand what kind of issues may have come up and how we want to solve those issues as going forward. A lot of times I think when people think about human resources, they think of a PIP, a performance improvement plan, or that they're out to get me, or whatever it might be. And I understand, obviously we want everybody to be effective, and occasionally that involves like, hey, let's do something to improve their performance to make sure that, because a lot of times what I find is it's not that somebody's performance is bad. It's just that they thought that they were supposed to be doing this job when somebody else thought that they should be doing this job, and it just was a disconnect, and all we have to do is kind of put that together. Well, human resources makes sure that takes care of it. Now, human resources is not omniscient. They cannot read minds. They only know what's going on if you let them know. So a lot of times, you've got somebody who's a mentor. You've got somebody who's at your 5x5 meeting, somebody who you're talking to. And we want to make sure that that conversation, when it comes to an issue that could be something greater for King Law, that you're addressing it and that we can address that as a team. Human resources is tough. If people talk about it all the time, a law firm might be easy to run if it wasn't for the people. Well, people are there, and it's a big part of who we are. We want to make sure that our people are taken care of, and that our people take care of us. And I think that becomes just when we decide that we're not some kind of hierarchical structure, that there's no Brian King at the top of something. There's just a circle of things that we got to get done. Brian's got some jobs over here. Holly, who's behind the camera right now, has some jobs over here. Whether it's Kimberly, Carissa, John, Patrick, any other people as you go through. Is it Jordan? Is it Rusty? All of the different people that are part of the tapestry of who we are. We want to make sure that in dealing with each other, that we're able to do that in a transparent and highly communicative way. That's who we are at King Law.